This the TempahZone podcast.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. How is everybody doing wherever you listening to this podcast right here, okay? It is episode 41 of the TempahZone podcast with your host, me, Amir Max, and that's all fact, a.k.a. Mr. Versatile, a.k.a. Young Stephen A, okay? Okay.
Wow, that is one hell of an intro. Damn.
Yo, look, ladies and gentlemen, it has been 1 year of TempahZone podcast, all right? Took a while to get to the point that I'm at now in terms of how I structure everything. And now when people hear the intro for the first time, they're all just like, okay. Wow, that's a hell of an intro right there.
Some crackhead energy right there.
Oh, yeah, it's just a little bit of crackhead energy, man.
You need a little bit of that.
And that's why it's called TempahZone podcast, man. Because whenever I get crazy or sound like I'm pissed off, the name of the podcast is called TempahZone podcast. Like, you expect me to get a little wild. I just want just a little bit. I just want to shout out all the listeners who have tuned in to this platform right here, man. I can't thank y'all enough. It's, I definitely had points where it was like, shit, I should stop doing this podcast. I don't think this is the way to go. But then more people came up to me in person, were telling me how much they love the podcast and they love like certain things we talking about on here and how we're doing something good for the city. It's really dope, man. It's really dope. So I just I want to say thank y'all very much, man. TempahZone podcast ain't gonna stop. We ain't gonna slow down. We gonna get the merch coming soon. We gonna do TempahZone news soon, man. But it don't matter unless it gets done. So let me just not talk about it until it gets done, until it's out there, all right? Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, my special guest here has been on this podcast twice. This is my dog right here, a homie of mine, an actual friend of mine outside of the podcast. Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Nick Torch.
Thank you. Thank you for having me on again, man.
I got you, man. I got you.
I mean, I'm glad that you reached out to me to be on this episode in particular, because I remember about 11 months ago, you were planning the first episode of this. We were out at a bar.
Yeah.
We just decided to go out one night, and you were really just laying down your plan for it, and you were so damn excited.
Oh,
Lord,
oh my God. I was way too hype about when I first started.
No such thing as way too hype, man.
That's true, yeah.
But to see it come to fruition, and I can't believe it's been a year already that you've been doing this.
I know, I was thinking it too. Like, September 4th was when the first episode came out.
That's wild.
Yeah, man. It's crazy shit, bro. And now, like, I'm starting to see so many other podcasters. Many other people started a podcast. I'm like, I feel like I started early. But now it's at the point now where you start a podcast and everyone's gonna be like, oh, he's got a podcast. He's like it's starting to become like what music is now. Like starting your podcast.
Everyone thinks you can be like a rapper or a SoundCloud rapper, just record something on your computer mic and throw it up, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm in the same class as all you. It's like, no, the fuck you aren't.
Yeah, like, yo, this shit, like, you gotta really work this shit out. Like, not everybody has something dope to say, man.
Yeah. Like, I hear people all the time, there's like, oh my God, man, we should totally start a podcast.
Yeah,
it's like, you said one funny thing with a group of friends. Mm-hmm. Like, there's more to it than that.
Yeah, exactly. And then what you go, like, those conversations that you have when it's super private and there's no one around but a couple of homies, like, okay, you can do that. Y'all have funny conversations and probably really insightful. But what happens when you get in front of that microphone and you gotta click a button to start your podcast?
And you got to make a structure. Mm-hmm. You have to have a structure that you follow, like you do. Different guests all the time, talking about different topics, getting different takes from different types of people, groups of people, individuals like myself, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
But you need to have a plan, and I think that you've done an exceptional job at that over the past year, and the future's looking even better from here.
Thanks, man. Thank you, dog.
Absolutely. You deserve it, man.
Nah, I really appreciate that, man. Just, it's all the people out there who want to start a podcast, man. Just make sure that you have something in general that, like, you are super interested in, man. Whatever you're interested in, man, find a way to flip that and turn it into something that's entertaining and take it seriously, stay consistent with it. Like, if you really want to do this, you know, like to anybody out there, if you're listening, literally holler at me. I'll help y'all out, man. Coach y'all through it so you don't make some of the mistakes that I made and go through some of the learning curves that I had to. Because man, well, there's some learning curves to this podcast, bro. Like
Those shit, that shit they're right angles.
Yeah, man.
They're not curves.
Yeah, they're not curves. A straight right angle, bro. Like
It's the same thing as making music. What you just said, like 30 seconds ago about like you got to go into it having a plan. You gotta be able to do something. Like we always say, you have to be able to bring something to the table that sets you apart from the rest of the pack. That makes people want to give a shit.
Exactly.
That makes you unique. Even though it becomes harder and harder to find something that makes you unique in such, I mean, like a pretty much like a saturated, field. Like podcasts are becoming, like music has been.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's made me, like as a musician, like my fingers are beat to shit because I've been over the past year or so, like learning guitar and really trying to produce music. Using my guitar and stuff, and my God, like I went up like 12 levels.
Hell yeah, bro.
And then same thing with piano and my production stuff. I've just been going all out, just trying a bunch of different genres. I'm still doing a little rapping. My singing voice has gotten like I'm hitting notes that I was not able to hit before, and it's just that's what you have to do. And the same thing goes for a podcast. You have to set goals for yourself, and you need to constantly be challenging yourself to evolve and level up.
Yeah, bro.
As an artist, as a person, etc.
Oh, yeah. That's
the only way you're ever going to be successful when it comes to this stuff. And that's the only way you're ever going to get better at it, is if you reach a certain goal. Like, for example, I have with guitar. After like over a couple of weeks, all of a sudden it just clicked. And I was just like, I was going nuts with it. And
I bet you stay consistent though, right?
Yeah,
that's a really important thing though.
Exactly.
Like practicing once a month and coming back to it a month later, like that ain't gonna cut it. You got to hit that shit like 4 or 5 times a week if you really want to take it seriously. It's like working out. You know what I'm saying? Like you can.
It is.
You can run a couple, once or twice a week, once a week. But like you might have to up that up a little bit more if you want to see some real results. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah, I mean like a couple times here and there. They're better than nothing.
Yes, definitely better than nothing, but
you're never gonna progress that way. And I sort of like had to, instill that into myself. I had to almost like be mad at myself and just be like, or be a jerk to myself rather, and just be like, dude, you suck. Like, do better.
Yeah, bro.
And then I did better, and I'm like, okay, do even better than that.
Yes. Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, now record a song, write the chords. I've been writing down like sheet music and shit, like stuff that I never did before.
Okay, yeah.
Like, I'm like, who the fuck am I?
Yeah,
like, I just always, my philosophy has been make something that sounds good, but like,
there's steps to it.
It needs to be more. It needs to be more than what it was, and the instrumentals and songs that I've been producing are just like unlike anything I've ever done before. And like I'm proud of myself, but even saying this right now, I can't wait to see what like even 3 months from now will be like.
I know, right? It could change that much, bro.
It's
really
crazy,
could.
And it's it's a blessing and a curse. Anything any type of creative thing that you pursue, it's it's a huge pain in the ass.
Yeah,
sometimes.
It really is, man. It really is. Because some people aren't honest to themselves, man. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
Some people don't want to critique themselves and level up. Because that's what holds you back, man. When you lie to yourself.
You can't do that when you're in this line of work.
It's really difficult. For me, I had to learn that, with this podcast, like I'd watch it and make sure there were certain things I wouldn't do. I'd make sure I listen to the guest even better. I'm always listening to the guest, obviously, but I always had to make sure that was good, making sure I'm speaking better, because it's really difficult to do that, man. I've caught myself listen to this and I said like, damn, I said you know a lot, or and I just said after I said all that. It's really difficult, but. That's me overanalyzing and being a critique. You
have to do that though. You got to pick your shit apart, because you need to be able to condition yourself to break out of those those subconscious habits.
Yeah,
Like,
man.
you know how every so often I do either an original or like a cover version on piano or guitar,
Yeah.
like a little minute long thing of me singing and playing one of those instruments, and I post it to Instagram. Like, I'll be watching that and I'll just be like, dude, stop making the facial thing. I do this thing when I'm strumming
Yeah.
where I do that
Yeah.
and I'm doing that the whole time.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
it could sound fucking great, but I'm like, oh, that looks so stupid.
Yeah, not everybody is gonna even catch it either. You know what I'm saying?
No one
So,
would catch. No one catches it except me, or like a
You
way
drive
that
yourself crazy.
Exactly. But you have to, or else you're never gonna get better,
Mm-hmm.
and you're never gonna break free of those little things that bug you and that do make a difference at the end of the day.
Yeah,
all
man.
things considered, you know.
Yeah, dog. It's so true, and I think once you're true to yourself, man, the sky's the limit, yo. Sky's the limit. You can really accomplish things that you never thought you could. So that's just, that's something really good. I think this what we talking about right now is something really dope that people need to hear, man. Just being able to look yourself in the mirror, bro.
Absolutely, and
Gotta look yourself in the mirror sometimes and say, I can do better. That shit was wrong. Let's improve and level up, you know?
flashback to how many years ago was that? We were sophomores in high school, I think, when I don't even remember who, told us to work together.
Mm-hmm.
I was a BC High, you were a Zavarian, so we definitely knew like some mutual people.
Yeah.
I don't remember who it was that said, hey, hit this kid up,
Mm-hmm.
And then we were 15, 16 years old, collaborating just by like sending each other verses over different beats.
Yeah,
And
right? Yeah.
we were like, oh, this is sick and stuff like that. And then, oh, shit, excuse me.
Nah, you good, you good.
Diet Coke.
Little podcast belch, ladies and gentlemen.
Picking up that low end. These mics are
Yeah,
nice.
right?
Yeah, dude, that didn't even come out of here. That was still in my chest.
Yeah. Yo, these mics are quality
Mics are
mics
fire.
right here.
Sure,
They pick up
yeah.
everything. Man.
Yeah, but thinking back on it, and then
Yeah.
also looking at what we've done recently, the stuff that we've released recently, and the stuff that we've still been working on, just the sheer quality improvement, lyrically, production wise, just
Melodically, sonically, just everything. Bro.
We just-
it's all different.
right. And me and you, have evolved individually as artists and are continuing to do so, but at the same time still are able to work together and make our sounds work like they always have
Yeah.
since we were 15, 16 years old.
Mhm.
But again, we didn't we are where we are now, you and I, because we knew that the shit we were doing when we were 15 or 16, isn't going to compete with anything
No.
that is popular or
And on top
Yeah.
of that, we were super young, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like, we had to go through some shit, and especially being rappers in high school.
jeez.
The fact we didn't quit and kept it pushing, man.
That's the hardest thing.
Yeah.
That was the hardest thing. And then once I got past that, I was like, I don't give a shit what anyone says. Like, I'm good now.
Exactly.
I don't suck anymore.
Exactly. And I think people have more respect for us because they know that we, like, high school and college didn't change us on what we love to do. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Like, we were actually about this shit the whole time.
The whole time.
You know what I mean? Because people want to, I mean, people come to you and be like, yo, you still make music? You still make music?
All the time.
And then when you
dude.
tell them yes, they're like, oh, wow, okay. Like, I
Yeah.
thought you would have stopped that music, that little music stuff. They always
Yeah.
try to, some people like to pretend like
Yeah.
you ain't shit. You know what I'm saying? Or like, well, they try to make you feel.
Like it's just like a hobby, like
Yeah,
fucking
like-
collecting stamps. or some
Exactly.
shit.
Yeah. Like, it's like, nah, like, I take this shit seriously. Like, I'm an artist. I'm sensitive about this shit. Yo, that's just how we are, man. Like-
Absolutely.
Like, we are very sensitive about this music, man. Like, it's just no other way around it. But that does happen, like, a good amount where people, like, come up to me and they'll ask that. And I'm just like,
Yeah. Dude, like people
like-
be like, "Hey,
it's
you
like, man,
still
don't you
rapping?"
follow me on Instagram, dog?
Yeah, right. Like you know. Hey, you still rapping?
I don't really believe you. It's like, I think you knew.
Yeah, definitely. I caught myself like not wanting to sound pretentious, but like people have been like, "Yo, you still rapping?" I've been like,
Yeah.
"It's funny you should ask.
Yeah, right?
I don't do as much rap anymore, but I upped my singing game. I play guitar, piano, I produce. I'm an audio engineer." And they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh shit."
they're just like,
yeah,
okay.
that's right, motherfucker.
Yeah, right. You could just flex on them real quick. Yeah, it's always funny when it comes to music stuff, man. Like I feel like the more you do, the more like just scared people are of you. You know what I mean?
I love that feeling.
Yeah, I'm serious, bro. Like when I see like Russ, and I hear he can like mix and master, make beats, rap and sing. That's scary. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's scary.
People like to clown him. I don't know why.
I have no idea why people clown Russ, bro.
He said something about like drug abuse or some shit like that back when like Lil Peep died or whatever. But,
yeah.
But like, dude, separate that from him as an artist. Whether you fuck with him as a person or not, like that's self-made shit right there.
Oh yeah.
And so is someone like Jon Bellion, who we had the pleasure of
bro.
seeing in concert last month.
Yeah, bro.
He's a musician.
Mm-hmm.
True in every
every sense of the word, bro. Yeah, man. Like seeing him live, I'm like, yo, this dude is not to be fucked with. Like,
absolutely,
like he is scary good, bro. Like,
it's. Oh my god! I remember when we walked out of that, we were like, "Yo, I think I might quit music."
yeah. I was like, yo, like not too many artists make me feel like that, but Jon Bellion is definitely one where I'm like, yo, this dude makes me feel like I should just stop making music.
It's like,
he's that talented, man. He can I always tell people, I'm like, he's one of those artists where you could find not one, not two, but 3 songs you could vibe with.
Yeah, and
he has that. Like he has that reach.
Yeah, he has some songs like that New York Soul Part 2 where he just straight up goes into a rap verse.
Yeah.
And just fucking nails it.
Yeah, man.
And then he has other songs that are like a little bit poppier, like a little bit more for the ladies, a little bit softer, if you will. But like, and then he's got the hard shit where it's just like literally he has a song, multiple songs for every single genre, every single taste.
Yeah.
And
man.
it's the best.
Yeah, it really is, man.
It's like, and it's top notch, even though it's so many different styles. It's not like it's not quality over or quantity over quality. It's quality and quantity the same time. Like that's
man.
fucking intimidating.
Yeah, it really is, man. He's really got like all of it going. And you know what was fun? It's funny about like seeing like an artist like Jon Bellion. It's like the venue he's performing at, you see all these people just vibing along, just like all with it. And I don't know. I mean, I think, I'm pretty sure Jon Bellion doesn't have like any big like hit like that's been like a top 10, top 20, top 30 on Billboard.
I think he had All Time Low, but that makes me mad that All Time Low was the one that made it onto the radio, because I'm just like, even in that album, Guillotine should have made it. Like, so many other songs on that were just
Guillotine is unbelievable. Yeah, that bum ba ding bum bum. It's so scary, bro. Like that song's scary. That's like the first song I'll show people. I'll be like, yo, like listen to this heat, bro. You know, and then the people who I'm on the rap side, show them New York Soul Part 2. I'm like, yo, listen to this. You know, but like, yeah, man. But like I was saying about like that whole venue, it's just crazy. Like, it still blows my mind we're in this world where like an artist like Jon Bellion is just that like popular, doing his thing, and it's not like he's like, you know, this big radio hit guy. You know what I mean?
Right.
But you see how people are vibing to him. Like they were vibing to him like he's like, you know, like one of the top 10 biggest artists this year.
I
you
know, like
what I mean?
Kanye, when Kanye gets on the MPC at his concerts and shit. But John, like, I've never seen the most fascinating thing about that concert was I've never been to a concert and had a concert experience where the performer controlled the audience so well. Like he conducted us.
Yeah, for real. Yeah.
And everyone was on point.
Yeah, right there, man.
Like as a composer and a conductor, forget a singer, a lyricist, a producer, just that aspect of him alone, it's like, holy shit.
Yeah, man knows how to rock a crowd, bro.
Oh my God, I've never seen anything like it. And there were these two, you know, there was this guy and a woman to our right in like the little VIP cubicle thing.
They were like older, right? Yeah.
They were older. They had no idea who he was, clearly. They were sitting down for like the first half, and they definitely like someone just gave them tickets and were like, hey, I got tickets to this show.
Yeah, maybe,
stop by,
that. Yeah.
pop over to the Seaport when you guys get out of work. Dude, by the end of the concert, they were like cheering and whistling. They were like, holy shit, oh my God. And to see someone that didn't even know who he was going into it and to become that involved with the rest of the crowd who are super fans.
Yeah, right.
Like
Yeah.
to become a fan over the course of like half a set.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Yeah, half
that's
a set, and they're
fucking
like,
wild.
yeah, they're already into it, man. And watching Jon Bellion do that, man, and I it made me want to take some notes on how to perform and making sure how to rock a crowd and how to get their attention and making sure crowd interaction, man. Like I see so many artists who don't do that. Like don't get the crowd involved. Like it's really important, man. Like you gotta find a way to have that crowd know like you noticed them, other than just saying like thank y'all very much. Like have them do something with you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Jon Bellion like make sure that crowd gets with him, you know what I'm saying? Like
Took that and friggin' ran.
yeah, he ran with that
Took it
shit.
to another level.
Yeah, bro. Like that was just dope to see, man. But it's funny because like I look at concerts so differently now because I went to Izu over the weekend,
Oh,
bro.
yeah, I
I
saw
went
that.
to Electric Zoo, bro. Oh my God, man. Like being around that many people, there's like 5 different stages, man. Like 80% of the people there are rolling faces. It's just it is just a crazy time, man. And I definitely learned dubstep is some wild shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Have you ever seen people dance to dubstep?
It's otherworldly.
They be doing this shit like
Dude, it's
this headbanging. How do you feel about dubstep? Do you like dubstep at all?
I love EDM.
Okay,
I
yeah.
think Marshmello right now is one of my favorite artists.
Marshmallow's fire, man. Yeah,
he's a
dope.
fantastic producer, and he's worked with so many different other artists.
Yes.
Stepping outside of like the EDM genre and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
But he also plays guitar, and recently his latest album, Joy Time 3,
Yeah.
he sings on half the songs, and he's a fucking good singer. So again, back to what we're talking about. You gotta do something to level up.
Yeah,
you always
bro.
have to be, challenging yourself. Like he started as a DJ and producer, making like EDM and dubstep songs, and now he's making these very complex compositions, not just with electronic
Yeah.
stuff. One of the songs has a Day to Remember on it.
Yeah, right.
And then he sings on them. Like,
yeah, man. Not every artist can be Kendrick Lamar and just spit dope bars and
Yeah.
dip for a year. You know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
it's just a matter of the fact, man. You know what I mean? I think when you see guys like Marshmello who can do multiple things, we mentioned Russ, obviously Kanye. I think we brought him up just for a little bit. Like in this day and age, man, you do have to have more than just one thing. It's as simple as that, bro.
we touch on this like every time, but that just goes to show.
It's just true though.
That's
Like
just it's the core of being an artist. Like you have to. You got to do that.
like you can't like the day and age just being a rapper is far gone. Like
Yeah.
I don't know like for someone to be like strictly a rapper and be popular, man, like you have to be like phenomenal.
Yeah, you got to be like the next Biggie or like Tupac or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, literally you have to be like just up next doing that type of shit, man. That's very, very difficult because like you look at a guy like Blueface, man, he has antics behind him in terms of the stuff he
Yeah.
does. You know what I'm saying? Like even like I love the Baby. He's a really dope rapper. Like, I think he's really dope, but he's done some crazy shit too.
Oh, yeah.
So like
yeah.
that'll bump him up. Like whether it was it was justified because that dude. There was a dude that was talking mad shit about him, and he recorded the whole fight. Just beat his ass. He really embarrassed that dude. But like, it's like antics and crazy shit, man. Like it's just coming into play about how popular an artist becomes. But
Dude, Lil Nas X too. Like his Twitter
meme
account.
culture,
Dude, his
meme
right.
game is on point.
Not only did he come out, and that was dope.
Oh yeah,
Like,
there's
good for
that
him for
too.
that.
Yeah, there's that too. Yeah.
But his Twitter account is fucking hilarious.
Yeah, it really is, man. Yeah.
He's such a funny dude, and then he also, came out of nowhere with Old Town Road, and then also out of nowhere with an EP that was
pretty
just as good.
Yeah, it was pretty good, man.
I was
It was
surprised.
Probably exceeded a lot of people's
Yeah,
expectations.
because everyone assumed, this is for sure just
one
a
hit
one-hit
wonder. Like, this
thing.
is definitely
Yeah.
gonna be a one hit wonder. Like no doubt about it. People were thinking
Yeah.
that. But for me personally, I did some research on Lil Nas X after Old Town Road came out. I was listening to some of his older stuff, and I was like, it's pretty good. Like he could survive. You know what I mean? He's not bad at all. Like, he's doing something different. So I'm glad to see, like, he has his new single out, Panini. He's really he's pushing the shit out of that one. I was at Izu and they were playing that. And, EDM festival, mixed in his, that song. So that lets you know it's probably pretty popular. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
But yeah, man, I just think I like seeing what Lil Nas X is doing, man. I definitely want to see him. I really do want to see him get more popular.
Me too. No, like I like.
He deserves it. He definitely deserves it.
It makes me happy to see that he's exceeded more than just a one-hit wonder thing and continues to do so.
Yeah,
that makes me happy.
Mm-hmm. No, I agree.
Someone that deserves it.
Yeah, man. Nah, for sure, man. You were talking about you covering songs. Do you think that it's important for more artists who are on the come up to cover songs?
You know what? I think so. My stance was always, write your own shit and produce your own stuff. Maybe rap over or sing over someone else's beat.
Yeah.
But what I've noticed is it also serves as a challenge as an artist, especially when it comes to, like learning the piano chords or the guitar chords, and also teaching yourself how to do that well and then sing and hit all those notes correctly while you're doing that. And also, like, that's how it's benefited me. Each one is a sort of a personal challenge, and like it's I'm always happy when it comes out dope. But also with the whole cover thing, you can make a song that's already been written and recorded by someone else into something entirely different.
Yeah, make it your own thing, yo.
You could flip the genre, make it unrecognizable to the original song.
Yeah,
that could totally be done.
I love seeing shit like that when someone just takes like this like, song that was like, played, the original was like an acoustic song. Say like someone said, here's like Love Yourself by Justin Bieber. They hear that and it turned into a fucking metal song.
Dude, yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do it. You can make it happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
there's that, the song Hurt. Johnny Cash did an acoustic cover of it, and it's friggin' fantastic. But I didn't even know it was a cover for the longest time. I didn't even realize it's a Nine Inch Nails song that Trent Reznor wrote and recorded.
Oh, wow.
And then Johnny Cash, in his old age, decided to cover it and make it his own.
That's crazy.
And that song, each song is known, independent of each other because the cover was so different and was made so unique in the style of Johnny Cash, as juxtaposed to the gritty, industrial, abrasive sound that Trent Reznor has with Nine Inch Nails. And it's, the lyrics are the same, the chords might be similar, but like they become at a certain point two completely different songs.
Yeah, they're completely different shit, man. It's fucking crazy, yo.
It's always great when that happens.
Yeah, I love that, man. It's kind of like Dolly Parton. Like, she had "I'll Always Love You."
Right.
Then Whitney Houston did her thing with it. And
Whitney's is better.
Whitney's is better, but like, hey, it's still like it shows you like covering songs, like remaking songs, like it could work out for you, man. And on top of that, like people just like hearing familiar shit.
Right.
They just like that already will grab their attention.
For sure. You know what? Pretty much the only example I can think of offhand of a poorly done, cover of an older song, Africa by Toto. Weezer covered it, and they didn't change a damn thing about it. It sounds exactly the same as the original. And it's like, dude, you're Weezer. You could have fucking made it more punky.
Yeah, right? You could have found a way to freak that a little bit. Yeah.
They made it sound like it was from the 80s when it came out. I was like, what the hell was the point of that? Granted, it was at the top of the charts.
Yeah, but...
Because, I don't know. I mean, maybe Africa by Toto was like kind of a meme thing.
Yeah, people would like to make fun of it a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. And then Denzel Curry did this thing. Did you see his Bulls on Parade?
Lord have mercy, bro. Yeah.
A rapper who is doing metal screams.
He killed it, bro.
Oh my God. Like, with a pocket full of shit.
He got in his bag for that shit, man.
He did.
That's another artist I think is so underrated, bro.
Very underrated.
It literally makes me upset how underrated he is.
Yep, I agree. Super talented, great rapper, and then he's also a fan of like the metal and rock shit, and can do it himself.
He can step into that bag for sure, man. I just love seeing artists and rappers step into the like rappers step into like the rock bag and kill it. Like, like Vic Mensa. Like, you sent me his shit, man. I was just like, yo.
93 Punks.
Yeah, bro. Like I just love seeing that, man. Especially when they can pull it off. Because
too.
Kid Cudi did it and it didn't really work out. Like
I like that one song off of the Speed and Bullet to Heaven, Confused.
Confused, yeah.
Right. But the rest of it was kind of shit.
Like I love that, like, he was influenced by it, but like, execution wasn't dope. But I just love seeing like rappers blend rock with their stuff, man. It's just dope to see. I just think rap and rock just work really well together when it's done right.
No one believes that more than me.
Oh yeah, and I know, and you're all
like,
about
that. Is
that,
my
man.
shit, right?
Yeah.
There. These two genres were meant to be joined together.
Yeah, rap and rock, yeah, and Run DMC and Aerosmith showed us that.
Yeah.
They were the ones that were like, yo, this shit right here works, bro. Like, genius. Absolutely genius, man. But I want to ask you one more question before we gotta get out of here.
Yep.
This is going to be a little shorter episode, ladies and gentlemen. Sorry about that. But, hey, we keep the content rolling, all right? But I got to ask you, what's next, man? In terms of the music that you plan on putting out, man. The people want to know.
So, I mean, we definitely have stuff, you and I, that we have planned, that's been in the vault for a while.
We do got that.
We do got that. And basically just what I've been doing, I really want to produce this, like a debut album, but I want the majority of the production to be done by me. I have other instrumentals and other producers that I'm working with.
Yeah.
But I've really, really been focusing on improving my instrumental skills and my production skills. Like using my piano, my sampler. I bought a ton of beat packs.
Okay.
Samples, sounds, new virtual instruments.
Very important. Yeah.
Like just expanding my arsenal, and I've gotten like exponentially better at guitar and piano and my vocals. And I just want to make something that you really, really can't put a label on. Like, I want some songs to be 100%, like rockish, and then, some songs will be really rap oriented. I'm going to have some EDM influences in there. Like, I'm really just going to have it be all over the place, but the quality be consistent and really have something for everyone. And really, I want to challenge myself as an artist on each track to make something crazy. And I obviously plan on mixing and mastering and producing everything, by myself as an audio engineer as well. And I really just want whatever this debut ends up being, an EP or an LP, I just want it to be,
showcase anything you can do.
I just want it to be a statement when it comes out as to what I can do as an artist.
Yeah, man.
So I'm looking forward to, the stuff that I've been working on. I have a few little, like I'll still be posting like little covers and
that's dope. You got to keep that up, bro. Like
that was one of the best decisions I've ever made.
That is working, bro.
It keeps thank you. It keeps people interested because I'm like, if I'm not putting out music, if I'm working on music and building up this portfolio for months and not putting anything out, people are going to lose interest. So I needed to find a way to keep people, interested. And
while you build up that, build up the catalog,
yeah, and it builds hype too, because people are like, oh shit, he's playing the guitar now. His singing voice got better. Whoa, holy shit.
Yeah, like what's next for original shit? Yeah,
and it's a great way to build hype and keep engaged with people, and keep people posted, keep people interested. And I mean,
nah, I like you, man. I like everything that you're doing right now, man. I mean, you've been able to just do all bunch of stuff with the music, man. You've been stepping into audio engineering. Like, you are really trying to just shit on motherfuckers right now, bro.
Hell yeah.
Like, I really think you are just getting in your bag, making sure that you are able to have every skill possible. Like, literally every skill, man.
That's exactly it. Like, I want people to know that I've been at this since I was 14 years old.
Yeah.
13, 14 years old. I want people to know that I've come this far and that I'm not stopping. That, like, I've improved so much over the past decade that people that never thought I would get to where I am now.
Yeah, man.
And thought that I would have, and wouldn't think that I would still be trying so hard at it and pushing the envelope when it comes to, my abilities and the quality of the music that I can put out. I want people to be shocked and surprised with every single thing that I release from here on out. And,
Man.
that's the only way you can do it. That's
Yeah.
the only way things are going to get done like that.
Yeah, bro. I totally agree with you there, man. You're working your way up to just making all that come true, bro. Seriously. Like,
I want the people that doubted, back when I was 14, making fun of me because, I sucked. My quality was horrible. My
mixing
lyrics
was bad.
were horrible. Everything about it sucked.
Yeah,
and,
man.
I want the people, that, pretty much,
you want revenge.
Yeah, exactly. Revenge of the fucking nerds.
Yeah, man. I'm the same way, bro. I want a little bit of revenge too, man.
I want to show out for people that really, never acknowledged that I've gotten better, that I am good at what I do, and that there's no end in sight.
Yeah,
that would be a fantastic feeling.
The way you gotta do that,
shitty
man.
as that sounds.
Yeah, no, you're right, bro. You gotta walk it like you talk it, though. At the end of the day, I learned, from all my years of making music, man, and of the year of doing this podcast, if there's one thing that I learned, people do not care until they see it. You can tell people whatever you want, man. I told people about this podcast, man. They're like, yep. And now it's a year later, and now people want to talk to me about it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, it's just at the end of the day, bro, you just got to show it and, show and prove. That's it.
And honestly, don't be too hard on yourself, but you need to be hard on yourself. And don't doubt your abilities, because you can look back a year or two in the past and say, holy shit, I can't believe I've improved so much, and I can't believe this is where I'm at now. You can't doubt your own abilities, because you can do it if you really put your mind to it and you really have that fire in you that's always burning and getting hotter and hotter. You can't ignore that. You need to know that you got the ability to do it. You just got to, find your path.
Break
and
the
do
glass, man. Break
Yep.
break the ice,
Absolutely.
So important, man. All right, Nikki T.
Remember that. God
The
damn.
Nikki T, yeah.
Speaking of.
Never forget. Where can the people find you, man?
So soundcloud.com/torch96 is where I have all my latest music. Apple Music, Spotify, all that good stuff. Every streaming service, Nick Torch. You can see what I have on there. My Instagram is Torch96, Twitter, and Torch96.
At the end on it.
Yeah. And then my Facebook page for my music is Nick Torch Music. So want to check out all those. I got links to videos, music, updates where I have them. So yeah.
Hell yeah, man. Nick Torch in the building, man. One more time for them. You know what I'm saying?
Thanks for having me on the year anniversary episode. Means a lot.
Yeah, man. I had to, man.
And I'm proud of you. I just want to say that.
Nah, thanks, man.
Worked your ass off, and you deserve every bit.
You've seen the work, man. You've seen the work, bro.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, that has been episode 41 of the TempahZone podcast. I did that one a little lighter because I've used my voice a lot this weekend, ladies and gentlemen. I went to Izu, and that was my first time at a festival like that. All right, so that one was a little bit more chill this time. Probably the first and last time you'll see it like that. But shout out to PRX Podcast Garage for them high quality sounds, man. Until next time, y'all. Peace.